All right, I thought I'd weigh in on this little tidbit from Gina Carano. Of course, we know Gina Carano was fired from The Mandalorian by Lucasfilm, and it was all very rotten and a raw deal. Not only did they fire her and did not even tell her in person, they let her find out through social media. They defamed her. It was really rotten. Well, another Disney entity, since they purchased, Fox, they have National Geographic, and of course, Bear Grylls does his show there, and she did an episode. Well, they decided, we're not going to air that show. No, not going to have it because Gina's naughty and nasty or whatever. And so that seemed to be that. Well, then just recently, Gina tweeted, said, want to hear something cool? Just so happens you will be able to see my Bear Grylls episode on Nat Geo after all. Bear is a real one. I'm so glad you're going to get to see it. My heart is so full. Airs on National Geographic, May 10th at 9 p.m. # never give up. So you say, well, okay, she's an episode they'd already shot and everything, so they're going to, all right, okay, let's go ahead and air that. And but what do we divine from this message? It could just be as simple as that. But she says, Bear's a real one. Well, it sounds like Bear went to bat for her, and he says, no, we can air this. It's fine. She's not what you say she is and all that. And that there's some people actually standing up on her behalf. And at least it's his own show, so, he has some pull with that. So there is that, and she says he's a real one, so she's, happy for him. And I mean, of course, it could just be referring to, she got along with him. She had a good time on the show and everything. But it was taken off, and now it's back on. So, and then the hashtag never give up. Okay, well, a lot of this goes into the narratives of I saw some people saying Gina Carano uncanceled, on the different YouTube videos and whatnot, and certainly this is a strike against cancel culture and its power. And, she's been standing strong against it, showing there is life beyond the cancel culture cult and that sort of thing. But could this have anything to do with Star Wars now? Of course. So here, you can already say, well, this might be a bit of a stretch, but the rumblings about that, Kathleen Kennedy's reign is coming to an end, and she may only be a placeholder at that. And with the Reddit leak that had about the scenario being that some of the Kathleen's people are going to get the boot, but she herself may not so much, or she'll get a decent severance package, another award or something like that. And then Jon Favreau will take the reins and all this sort of thing. Of course, the Reddit leak suggested he didn't want the job of being president of Lucasfilm. He wants to work on the stories and everything, and the same seems to be true of Filoni. So, but that was the rumors of it and whatnot. It coincided with the strange radio silence from the Star Wars social media and whatnot. And could there have been something going on? And if the power has shifted to Favreau, could he then make the offer to Gina to come back and reprise the role of Cara Dune and give some closure to the storyline? Now, as it appeared that she was supposed to headline the Rangers of the Republic series, and that would have been her own show. And I don't know if that would be in the cards. And then the other question is, does Gina even want to go back there after all this, But of course, Star Wars fans, I think, would like to see her come back. And it's oh, would there be some final story where they just kill off the character or something? I don't know. Would she be interested in that? And plus, they're going to have to rearrange things because now I think her schedule's a little busy. So it's all of a sudden it's a different situation when it would have been so much easier just to sign her up for more episodes and a spinoff series and all that good stuff. And now, well, somebody went and pooped the bed on the whole deal. And that leaves them in a bad position. Because Favreau's A Mandalorian, even though it's really quite a simple show, Space Cowboy and all that, with the Luke Skywalker appearance and all that, he brought Star Wars back. He really did. The wounds were pretty deep and severe, and there's still some pretty, nasty feelings about what happened with Last Jedi and all that. But then here came Jon Favreau and The Mandalorian, and he did it, and he proved it was possible. And then it got sabotaged, and it's like, God, and so making things right with Gina is really the only pathway here. They've got all these other shows and stuff that don't have anything to do with her character and stuff like that, but I mean, twice you pull these stunts like this, and you ruined it. So, it seems like there's wiser heads, perhaps, are at work here, and could overrule those who wanted her gone and all that sort of thing, and that she could come back. The main question: would you want to? And what would they do? Would it be okay? We'll just continue with what we wanted to do. I mean, sometime it's passed. All of a sudden Mandalorian's not going to come out for 2 years from now or something like that. I mean, I don't know. So when she comes back and it's just going to be a few glorified cameos, and then okay, so long, Cara Dune, and then that's that. It's like, oh, we're good now, right? And I don't know that she says, I'm not going to do that, because then she's got this fandom for her, and then she signs on to do some stupid thing, for Star Wars that's just going to piss them off or something. I don't know. I think she's earned a lot of trust here, even with something like that. Don't think it would totally damage the fandom for her, but still, I think she'd want to do a role that's worthwhile, and so it's interesting. Could actually be absolutely nothing, and it's just, well, we already had this episode, let's put it out there, and Bear Grylls, probably put his foot down about it, and said, all right, we'll put it out there, but that Twitterverse audience that they are for some reason extremely beholden to will not like this, but too bad. So I haven't watched Bear Grylls' show, but I'm going to watch this one. So show up for that, and maybe, just maybe, Cara Dune could return, but provided they give her a story that respects the character and that sort of thing. But I don't think it will be maybe a roundabout way the trajectory that they had intended before all this nonsense happened. But the possibilities are there. There is a pathway, and it's a very strong one that would go a long way to help Star Wars. Otherwise, it's back in the dumps again. It's all very, very sad. But Gina's star continues to shine. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on radiomisfits.com. BitChute.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh my goodness, so many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.